All right. If somebody shows up, then I guess I will answer any questions they may have. Well, let's see. You know, I've been working on this for the past few days after the summer. I already finished all my templates for the fall, but then I have Union here, which this is done. I'm quite happy with it. Take a look at the information I have here. Setting up these classes is not easy. I have the templates, and the college is using those templates, but it can be a bit challenging because you have to update the book and check the slides. I think I've done all of this. It's quite nice. I have all the videos here. It's all about the students, following the schedule. I'm adding discussions this year. I might do a couple more. But other than that, it looks better than what I had before. It is for Middlesex is in-person classes. I'm not kind of worried about this. Oh, great. I hate this. Always asking. On September 2nd. And I'm going to Argentina next week. Be back on the 30th, though. There you are. And then on the 2nd, I have to go to school. That's great, right? Oh, yeah. Should check that. Is there any email from school? No, nothing. Of course, Saturday today, but still. I'm looking at some of the stuff I have here as well. Like the figure, the picture here. Well, I think it's nice. It goes with the course, but the modules actually I like in Middlesex because I have my videos here and chapter by chapter what's gonna be in each topic. I've done this in the summer, so it's all good. And then the astronomy class. The astronomy class has all this, it's a remote class, but it works. I have the assignments ready, which, yeah, by the way. Oh, yeah, no, they're published. Good. I don't need this, though. Quizzes, exams, final exam, labs. Yeah, quite some extra credit. This should not be 10% anymore. It should be, let's make it 5%. Don't need that. 20%. Only this. Delete. Assignments, web projects, quizzes. Drop the lowest. Drop the two lowest. That's fine. And oh yeah, I changed the slides this last year. Is it with the old book, the new book? Is with a new book. Ooh. That's okay. I like this. Doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, that's all good. You see, like doing this, you have to, again, be careful with the textbook. I use one textbook here, and another one here. And then on the new job I just got, I'm using open stacks as well. It's different than Cengage. I like this though. Don't mind. This is physics and astronomy. Can I unlock it? Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, so it's quite nice actually. It's also an online class, so has to be careful with that. Make sure the content is all ready. But what the students care the most is the grading and the assignments. If they don't have that clear, they're gonna be complaining. Have to get used to Blackboard. What's this? Well, no, they have a few days. That's fine. I like it like that. Oh, lab. Exam. Yeah, that's perfect. If they don't pass this class, man, come on. It's an easy class. Oh, so that's different. Let's see what I'm changing here. So that's sharing. Chrome tab, window, entire screen. Oh, there, that's what I want. You want to share your screen. And then you can see, take a look at my own. See, having two screens help a lot. Let's see, where is my live view channel? Oh, there it is. That's what I want to see. Oh, there it is. That's what I want to see. Ah, so that looks good. Okay, so I think it's worth, honestly. All right, let's actually see what else I have in here. So Blackboard, Canvas, and I also wanted to show what I did this summer. So I'm gonna be watching this recording later and see how everything is looking. This year I have a whole group of students graduating from school. So I've been preparing some stuff for them for the end of the year. I was taking a look at, yeah, no, I cannot show that. But those are like videos and takes from for the senior class that I have prepared there. Here, trip. I was uploading some pictures from there. This is on Yotsugi. It's crazy how basically I went there. I went to this local station to find all this. Nice, I like this picture. I was in Orlando last couple of weeks ago. I went to Epic Universe. It's actually pretty nice. Not as crowded as I thought. Like you can even see that in the picture, right? Um, there were people in there, but maybe because of the weather, it was very hot. We're talking about like a feeling of 100 degrees. I remember like putting sunscreen like every hour and a half, because it was, yeah, like, now the lines, some of them were indoors, like the Harry Potter one, the Mario one, but then some of those rides are the outside, like the Nintendo World. Now, video wise, let's see what videos I have. I have a few from the park. Maybe this one. It's the GoPro. You see all the people sitting there? It's because it's perfect shade right now. And it will be very common in the park to see people like just resting with their kids, eating, or just, covering from the sun. Surprisingly enough, you wouldn't see a lot of people with sunscreen. They will sell it in the park, but people have to be careful though, because it's intense, and these are white people, and they are more susceptible, right, to UV radiation. Um, so there were people, yeah, but let me show you the one in Japan. Like this is the same I have in Japan, and I went to the one in Japan last April, and in the one in Japan, I'll find it. There it is. So I guess this one. Let's take a look. I mean, you can see like it's crowded. This is a Japanese brand, Mario, right? It's a Japanese product, so it makes sense that you have it. Paul, although quite a few tourists, like 80% will be Japanese, 20% tourists. Americans, Europeans, Australians. Not many South Americans. They will go to the one in Orlando. Of course, I met a lot of Argentinians in the Orlando one, but this is holy. Like, I went to this twice in Japan to actually explore the whole thing. There are free rides. You have the Mario Kart, Yoshi's Adventure, and then you go here, you find the Donkey Kong, Minecart Madness, which is. Let's put some audio. Again, is so in the one in Orlando, different sections like How to Train Your Dragon, the Super Nintendo World, Ministry of Magic, Dark Universe. So you take time exploring each section, right? When I went to Nintendo World was like, so by that time there was no Donkey Kong, no Mario, no Luigi. This was in the morning in Japan. I remember I went back in Osaka. I went back at like 10:30 or 11 a.m. and they were doing the presentations there. But again, busier there. At least it felt like busier. It's pretty good. I love it. Very nice. The same with Disney. Like Disney was actually a little bit crowded, but not as much as usually the Super Nintendo World. But what I love the most about Japan was probably walking around Tokyo, Akihabara, of course. It's a place that I would really like to go again, and I'm planning to. Like, maybe not next year or in the next couple of years, but for sure in a few years I want to go back. It's one of the most beautiful cities slash countries I've ever been to. Oh yeah, by the way, this is at like 9:30 a.m. and everything tends to open over there. Well, here in Akihabara at around 11 a.m. It gets really busy, so I guess that's why I try to wait so they can organize the stores. But they're open till late, like 9:30. It depends on the store, of course. But that's good because then you actually get the chance to do other things, that you can be there and then you can go to other places in Tokyo, like the Sky Tower. That's the tallest tower in Tokyo, Sky Tree. It's pretty nice. It's one of I did this on the day I went to Yotsugi, the Captain Tsubasa train station. Because if I have this organized by date, yeah, you can see this was after I went to the station. And you know what I like about going here is I went to the town. Like, Yotsugi is a city, a town in Japan. Walking around there was, well, you can see, right? It's like being in an anime. The houses, the streets. It reminds me of, when you see anime characters walking home or going to the bus stop. Very Japanese style there. Small cars. That's also something that you will notice the difference with America is, other countries, in this case Japan, they don't mind having small cars or riding a bike. There's a park over there. See, I have a video of that. There. You see some kids, but it was actually pretty quiet. This was a Saturday in Japan, though, so I was expecting to see more people, but not many, to be honest. I mean, I guess it shows the low population right now in Japan. Like, low population, not really low, but not a lot of kids. Not a lot of kids on the street. And it's actually pretty safe, so it's not because of security or the weather. It was actually nice weather. So yeah, if I compare it to Japan, different type of trips, of course. I also went to Dallas this year for Fan Expo. Let's see if I find it somewhere. Fan Expo Dallas here. I like this convention. I haven't been to a Fan Expo since 2014 in Canada. And this was actually pretty cool. I went to this almost a month and a half after I went to Japan. So I couldn't spend a lot of money, but I still bought nice stuff. Quite a few Dragon Ball stuff. And, different figures, the Ninja Turtles, the X-Men. There was a Kratos at the beginning here, right? This Kratos was super expensive, but it was very nice. There, Green Arrow. Jinx, what was in there? Let's see what else I have here. I haven't watched these videos in a while. I bought a few of these. I have them in the classroom. Pixelized figures. I bought quite a few. I bought the Shredder, some of the Ninja Turtles, Gambit, Rogue. I bought some of the Street Fighter ones that you see here, like Marvel vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom. Some of the Dragon Ball ones. And they have an Instagram site. I've been trying to like look for it, but the thing is that some of these only sell in the South. Like I've never seen this in New York Comic Con. And I even asked, I remember asking a few vendors, like, hey, do you go to New York Comic Con? Do you come? Is either too far or they just don't want to come here, I guess. The weather, the city, it's just too crowded. And I even noticed that with the celebrities. Like if you guys go to if you guys go to Fan Expo Denver, I think it's, or Chicago was this week. This week is happening right now, right? You can go and take a look at the guests. Like, look at those guests. That's actually a really good. These three, or all of them are actually a good lineup. I met three of them. Like I met Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen, John Cena, right? I haven't met Brendan Fraser though. I would love to meet Brendan Fraser. I haven't met Grant Gustin, The Flash. Karen Gillian, I have met her. Okay, so she's coming to New York Comic Con. Ming Na Wen. Also, I would have liked to meet Mason Thames. Yeah, why not? They have a few of the Flash here. Look at all this. Man. It's a good matter. Not bad. Like, it's a good lineup. And I'm pretty sure I saw, yeah, look, Makina Grace. Like, she's such a good actress. From Cobra Kai. Look at her. Yeah, look at him. Martin Cove. Man, are you kidding me? And Young Hard. Like, okay. That's a Fan Expo, and again, Fan Expos are quite popular and nice. But in New York Comic Con, which I already have tickets, they also have certain good celebrities. I already bought some tickets for celebrities, but I just feel like they don't have as amazing lineups as they could. They have more people, but like this is good. Bryce Dallas Howard, James McAvoy, yeah. Ming Na is also coming here. But I mean, George Martin, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I just feel they could do better. Or they could at least add more people. Like more celebrities, you know? Johnson already. So I'm like, I'm fine. No, Charlie Cox is over here. So I'm meeting him and Karen from Daredevil. I'm also meeting Chloe Bennett. Yeah. And then again, what was like basically Agents of Shield? That's it, right? Like, all right. Clark Gregg, of course, from Agents of Shield, Avengers. So I'll be going there. I'll be meeting him as well. But again, I feel like they could have a better, or at least more people, you know, like Brendan Fraser, or what about Jenna Ortega and Emma Myers, right? They're very popular right now because of Wednesday. So we'll see. I mean, sometimes they add more people, but the thing is, Comic Con are more expensive. And on top of that, you're paying to meet the celebrities. Which is now why I keep going to other expos. Like I went to Fan Expo Dallas. I'm thinking about going to Fan Expo Philly next year, which is in May, at the end of May. It's just like an hour drive from where I am right now. So we'll see. Just, I don't know, like May, the end of May in Philly. I have to see how the weather is and what's going on in the school, because normally we have to give finals around that time, and I'm going to be celebrating, or at least doing activities for the seniors this school year. Of course, I don't have anything here, unless maybe, I don't know, no. Oh, yeah, actually. Well, this is the past. John Cena always goes to Fire Expos for some reason. I guess, it's easier for him. We'll see. I was also taking a look at some of the news coming out right now. Like leaks for Doomsday. Man, that Fantastic Four movie was good, but whatever happened with the movies, huh? Like, let me see this. Man, it's doing poor. This is not good. They are not gonna get to 500. What was Superman? Superman was also actually good, but they've done a little bit better, but amazing. It's about 100 more than Fantastic Four. The international box office is shit for this movie. Although it's about the same as Fantastic. It proves that normies like it here are not into these movies anymore. You know what what actually is gonna make money? This is gonna make money. The re-release. That's gonna be actually good. I'm going to watch this movie for sure. It would be nice to watch it 4D, 4DX or D-Box in Canada. In fact, do they have it? Regal. What is that? Ah. Shoot. Okay, so you know what? Change location. That's my brother's. Let's see. Nothing. What the hell? You see, this one saying like sometimes we don't have nice things here in New Jersey. Oh my god. 4DX. New York. New York. I know it's not these days, so cannot change this. Why? Locations. Of course, it's not gonna be New York. I mean, how stupid is that, right? Like you're releasing 40x Jaws, and it's not gonna be in any of like no Florida, no Texas. Like what the hell? No California. That's surprising. It's gonna be in New Jersey. Yeah. No. Why AMC? Why doesn't AMC have 40x? Hmm. What about the Spider-Man re-release? Because it's releasing as well. That's good. I'll probably be watching all of those as well. Oh well, at least I can watch Jaws in I guess in like MC re-release. Freakier Friday. The movie was fun actually. It was actually pretty fun. Wow. A few theaters there. Brunswick Square, New Brunswick, Freehold. The Toxic Avenger. What about the one in Linden? Aviation 12. Yeah, they have it here. IMAX. Okay, at least IMAX. That's good. Wow, look at that. So already two people there. Let's see here. How much a ticket? That's good. I like it. I'll go. Ay, ay. See what this is. Where's the Mario RPG? Watch that. Probably here. You know what game is actually good? This one. I just finished it. And I want to see how they do the last boss. I love watching games when I have beaten those already. It's good to see what other people do in certain sections. Last boss. Oh, yeah, it's I guess this one. Okay, so this the same team. Yeah, honestly, this is the best. If you guys are playing this game, these three are probably the best. Now, man, they haven't leveled up shit. I had her at 4,000 or yeah, almost 4,000, 3,000, 3,000. Unless he's using other like items. So timing is all about in this game. What he did was actually pretty good. But I want to see this. How the hell did he beat this? Well, it's an hour, so he's probably gonna have to a couple of times. He's not very well leveled up. Yeah, not really. What does he have? I have a different set of skills. Radiant Slash, Purification, and Branger, man. I use something else. I use a total different set of skills. Okay. Pyrolyze is actually really good. Gustav's Homage, good. Rain of Fire, much- not bad. He should have a fire, not emulation. There's another fire skill that you can use with Loon that will burn this guy twice. IPS, like how I beat this guy. Mm. You see, what happened there is a burning. Like when you burn an opponent in this game, you can do a lot of damage. And there are some items that you can add to your character that will make it like twice or three times even more than that. And you can do like 10,000 damage per burn. Doesn't have a lot of life. Like he's doing a bit of damage, and look at this. It's not bad. But with all the attacks, you can have it half his health already. If you have the proper attacks and the proper items. That's not bad. I didn't do that. I just dodged that. No damage. There's a better skill for him. I think it's called Berserker Slash. You do a lot of damage. If you have the proper weapon with him, with you can do a whole bunch of damage. And they give you in the almost at the end of the game where you can increase, like you are allowed to do more than 9,000 damage. Like you're normally only allowed to do like 9,999. If you use that item and you level it up so everybody can use it, 20,000 in some cases. So imagine how much you can destroy this guy. He's doing a little bit of damage only. It's not a lot. I would think he will do more damage. Oh yeah, this is a two-faced boss. Huh? So at least he hasn't died yet. But if he doesn't plan this better, he's gonna beat it, of course. But I think he's doing too much work. where you can actually make it easier. There you are. That's good damage there. Not bad. Oh, not bad, not bad. But he's doing more work than what I did. I beat the first phase in like 2 minutes with all the leveling up on all the items I had. Crazy bosses in this game though. Like the last boss, it's not the hardest. No, that's what you expect in an RPG game, the hidden bosses to be like so annoying. What's this? Holy cow, no, I don't want to do that. Mm. The game I'm playing is Ghost of Yotei. That's the next game I'm buying. What does it look like? Let's see. Oh, nice. I mean, I know some people are not liking uh the fact that you're not playing with the original character. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name. But it's for the story and the gameplay. And the gameplay of the first one was one of the best I've ever played. So I'm looking forward to this game. It's funny, yeah, you wanna be a ghost. And then the other one I'm gonna buy is S1. Now this game, holy cow. This is the reason I'm buying Nintendo Switch 2. What? Shut up. I'm sorry, but yeah. Oh, nice. Whoa, that's cool, man. Look at that. Hmm. If you have played Tears of the Kingdom, you have to play this game. Oh my god, that looks nice. That's cool. So I'm hoping they connect this directly with that game. Like this is like a prequel because Nintendo, that's good. I think Nintendo is one of those franchise companies that like they have good games. It's just that um it's just that people don't or it's just that they don't know how to play ball internationally and they're having adjust to the new times. Like for example, I'm not talking about letting piracy run wild, but at least make it easier for streaming, make it easier to share things online, like gameplays, or if somebody comes up with a good idea and they want to add something, you know, like those mods they do for other games. Imagine having a mod of Zelda or even Mario. Like, I wanted to actually watch that the Mario RPG re-release they had 2 years ago. That was good. I love that one. I played all the way through in one weekend, but they added some stuff that was actually pretty good. Um, so there you have it, right? They can do good stuff. It's just that again, Nintendo as a Japanese company, they don't seem to be very well updated with how things work nowadays. And you see that with anime, right? I mean, one of the things I watch a lot as well is they don't have anything coming for Dragon Ball stuff, but like I've been looking for news. Geekdom is the one who has the best news, but right now it's like they don't have any. Yeah, there's a Dragon Ball Rise dispute, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna be fixed anytime soon. Now it might be that right now we have bad news, and maybe next year, or they decide, oh, let's give people what they want because trust me, it's a money making machine. Oh, well. Oh, I want to see this. What did they say? What did they say? Oh my god, let's see. Oh, Star Wars. If you want to follow movie news, these guys are actually pretty good. I've been listening to them saying that for a while, and I have to say, I don't like to say that open, but it's true though. Like, my mom likes Star Wars, right? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people's moms, sisters, friends, girlfriends like Star Wars, but they've been saying that for a while. Like, Star Wars is primarily a boys brand. And okay, what's the meaning of a boy brand? Based on what they say, based on what I know, it's basically a brand where you have certain way to develop the themes, the focus of the characters, the way you develop the stories, even the main characters. I mean, yeah, Luke, Anakin, but you can still have representation of other characters. You can still have strong women, but when you try to force it, the thing is that, look, I can criticize the average audience a lot. Like, uh, they don't know about movies, or they don't read books, they don't read comics, like telling them you're a normie. But people can see, like, you will be surprised of how much people can tell by watching or reading something, a show, a movie, a comic. They can tell when there is something hidden, like an agenda, or they're trying to push a narrative. I think that's what's been happening in the last decade. You have had people that have been trying to, like, um sort of like gradually increase the amount of messaging in a movie or in TV shows. It's a lightsaber there. Trying to charge the battery right now. But I'm like, at the beginning, people were kind of, oh, whatever. But then you have Ghostbusters 2016. And I think that was the moment where people were like, this is not for me. And then gradually, people have been sort of like not accepting certain type of movies. And it has affected the movie industry. Because nowadays, if you see a movie, and I'm going to be straight, if you go and see a trailer and the movie has one or two female protagonists, and it's a movie about action, sci-fi, adventure, people are going to be like, we'll see. I mean, some people will give it a chance. And again, it's not because you have a female protagonist. Come on, Buffy, right? Everybody loves, or a lot of people love the TV show, right? And the books and the comics. So it's not about having a female lead. It's about how they are constructing the narrative, like what they call it a Mary Sue, right? If you don't have proper character development, like for example in Buffy, she, is constantly learning, even at the end of the show, right? Well, she became more knowledgeable, but it's not like she always had all the answers. So that's character development there. You want to see that. And you don't want to see a show or a movie where the female characters are just cheating on the male characters, which has been happening a lot. In some movies was sort of more subtle than in others, but it's been there. And you can watch the examples because there are people that analyze movies, dialogues, certain scenes. I think a very famous one, which, look, when I saw it, I didn't mind because it was just a few seconds. But a lot of people hated the female group showing in the Avengers Endgame battle. Like, you remember Endgame towards the end when they are fighting against Thanos and his army, and they all came together to help Spider-Man. Look, when I saw it, I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. Like, I didn't think it was that bad, but a lot of people found it cringe. And the thing is that Marvel has done that even worse. Like, they've done that twice or 3 times, even more than that, in subsequent movies and shows. And it shows you the numbers. We're just looking at the Fantastic Four. I mean, that 400 million for a Marvel movie is like nothing. Like, Disney movies, Marvel is Disney, right? They need to make close to $1 billion to actually make money. Right now, they've been lowering the cost, but when the Disney live actions, they come, and I remember The Little Mermaid last year, and now the Snow White. I always tell people, those movies have to make a lot of money because they spend a lot of money. They spend way too much money in those movies. It's all about costs. If they were lowering their costs, then whatever, right? 500 million, that's okay. But if they're going to be making movies that cost 200 million, they need to make at least, or 250 million, they need to make at least 700 million, 700 million. That is to like balance with like the cost, the advertisement, the production, because they don't take all the box office. They only take half of it. And even less internationally. That's what I have heard or I know based on what they do based on the analysis they show on the internet. So I'm like, then either lower your cost or make movies that are more appealing. Take a break, and then what movie will make $1 billion easily? A Dragon Ball, like a proper movie or a show that will make a lot of money. And actually, they always make profit. Like in terms of the animated movies, they don't make $500 million and stuff, right? But they make so much money because their costs are low that they make profit. Any movie, any Dragon Ball movie makes money. So there you have it. Anyway, I'm just gonna end it right now. I'm gonna take a look how this goes and then maybe do it next time.